From 2015. In my opinion, the ICAC is trying to be wound up before it has to investigate the Australian Labor Party for historical abuses which occurred under the ICAC's watch. I can illustrate one such abuse of power the ICAC is involved with in partnership with the ALP. I have clean hands and can talk about the issue. Under statute of limitations, there is no hope of an investigation. All the requisite bodies have been informed. As a beginning teacher in 1992, I saw a teacher acting inappropriately in a sexual way with a student. I reported it, but as it was before the Woods Royal Commission branched off into teaching, there was no standardised way of addressing it. I raised the issue with a subcommittee of the school after the principal ducked it. I was transferred to another school for that. That should have been the end of it. I wanted nothing further to do with it and hoped to make it a lesson for personal growth regarding office politics. I was very ambitious. However, the Bob Carr government was new in '95 and fractured immediately with pedophile claims centered around the neighborhood I'd been teaching in. The then Minister for Education demanded reports be given directly to the department, even were they to be historical. I complied. I was given a second job as a night tutor at a boarding school close to the first school. The boarding school wanted me to work there during the day too, but then I was exposed as a person who had reported at the first school. Investigations spoke with the victims who claimed the teacher's behavior was creepy, but they didn't want to take it further. The investigators phoned me to tell me they were going to declare the issue investigated and warranting no further action. I pointed out that put me in a terrible situation now I'd been exposed when I had done nothing wrong. I was illegally dismissed from my night job and I referred the matter to the department, then the ICAC. The ICAC said it wasn't considered to be a structural problem that would interest them. Then, in my final few acts at the boarding school, I came across a student who had a peanut allergy and warned the department of it. I was assured it would be dealt with and the staff would be informed. I wasn't present a year later when the child died from anaphylactic shock after they'd been instructed by an ignorant teacher to lick peanut butter from a spoon. I was not aware of the issue at first, but the legal department of the Department of Education contacted me to tell me they wouldn't be talking to me ever, and I'd been listed by them as a pest. I contacted the ICAC and they claimed I was inflating one thing to address another. I contacted a family friend involved with senior education executive and was told by legal branch that they could not talk to me, even unofficially. I took guidance from my principal, hoping to at least end the abuse I'd been receiving, and was told it was in my interest to let the matter die. I chose not to inform the coroner in the first instance, expecting that the matter would be sorted in-house and those negligently responsible would be retired. Instead, the coroner claimed the parents had not warned the school authorities. It turned out the coroner had chosen not to question welfare people responsible for the negligence. I have since exhausted all avenues of appeal regarding whomever might investigate the issue. I have approached my local members, I have approached the coroner, the police, a couple of ministers of education, the ICAC, Centrelink, and family. I have been isolated, lost my job, run for parliament twice, been pursued by the Australian Tax Office, lost my home, and lost my life savings. One senior news.com editor has denounced me publicly as being a rabid Christian and having fundamentalist views I do not have. I am currently not on Centrelink as they didn't want me to work on my project. For some, at the moment, the sex party has more credibility.